In Photoshop, you're going to go up to File and Open, or if you have the little screen that pops up with the Create New and the Open option, just choose Open. And you're going to open up the picture that I provided for you to download. And I put mine on the desktop so I could find it quickly. There it is. And I'm going to click Open. So whatever size it opens up to, we're going to leave it all the same. There we go. So what we're doing today, as I said earlier, we're going to use the spot healing brush to remove out the white words as well as any people that you see. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. So on our toolbar on the left, we're going to locate the spot healing brush, and it looks kind of like a band-aid. It's right over here. I'm going to click that. And you'll notice the size of my spot healing brush. You want the brush to be a little bit bigger than whatever it is that you're trying to remove so that it can grab copies of the image on either side of what you're removing and fill in the gaps. So here's this white part. So I'm just going to click and go over this and let go, and it kind of blended it like that. Now you might like that, you might not. I'm going to undo, I'm going to try again and see. Maybe if I go a little bit smaller, that gives it a little bit. What if I go up and down? I kind of like that. Gives it a little more of a, oh, I don't like that. So you can kind of test out your glow and what you like. As a reminder, to undo, your shortcut is Control Z, as in zebra, Control Z. So now I'm just going to remove the people in the background. Oh, I don't like that. I think my brush actually is a little too big. I'm going to just lower it some. Nope. That's a little better. And I'm going sideways because I'm going with the landscape. You want to keep that in mind when you've got landscape in the background. No. No. Okay. So let me go across. I don't want that. I don't want that. I think on this one I have to go bigger. Let me see if I go up and down. Is it better? That's a little better on that. There we go. Okay, so maybe I was incorrect. Maybe you can go up and down and it'll make it a little bit cleaner. So, there we go. So I kind of cleaned all that up. So I've gotten the people out of there. So now I have this picture without any writing, without any people or anything like that. Now I'm going to use my text tool. My text tool is over here. It's the T. And I'm going to use the horizontal type tool. And I'm going to click, and of course it's set to what I had clicked it before. I'm going to, I had to click off of it in order to move it. I'm going to double click it again, and I'm going to put the word live. Now, you might wonder, how can I, normally when we click on something, we get a little bounding box around it and we can stretch it out, make it bigger. That doesn't automatically show up in Photoshop. So if you want to stretch this out to make it bigger, you can go up to Edit, and we're going to choose what we call a free transform. You'll also notice there is a shortcut for it, Control T. So if I choose free transform, I get that bounding box. And now I can stretch this out and make this bigger. Okay, so I'm going to double click my words here. And when I do that, I have options up at the top to change the font to whatever you want. You can change the color. I'm going to pick a different color. I'll do a purple. And then what's fun is you've got this little thing with the T, with the little arch. You can choose a different way that your words are written. So let's say I could do an arch. I'm going to move this over so you can see. If you don't like that, there's another kind of an arch. Okay, I'll just go with that for now. And if you want to see what it looks like, of course, you got to click off of it and move it around. Oh, I need to transfer it around again or move it around. So I'm going to do Control T so I can stretch it out. I actually don't like this very much. It's hard to read. So I'm going to double click it and I'm going to go change it back to the one that I like, which is the arch. Now that might actually be too big, so Control T. And there we go. Okay, and enter to lock it in. All right, so now let's say I want to add a type of effect to it. I've got my text over here. You got to make sure that you're on the text layer. Then below that, if you recall in Photopea, we have that FX. This is our effects option. I'm going to add a stroke, which is an outlining to the words. So when I add stroke, it already has the white color, but I could change the color if I want to. If we go with like a yellow, maybe. There's also other effects that you could add. Oh, what did I do? Did I hit cancel? My bad. I think I hit cancel, or oh, I X'd out of it. You got to hit OK whenever you want to select it. I don't know what I just did. I'll have to watch the video and see. So I'm going to hit OK. So if you want to add another effect, you could always go in and add another effect. Let's say I want to put an outer glow on it. You can do an outer glow of some kind. You can hit OK. If you don't want one of these effects, let's say you add something and then you're like, no, I changed my mind. I don't like that. You can always double click on the layer and then you'll notice you have the different effects over here. You can just uncheck it and it'll take it away and you can hit OK. And that way it's gone. So you're going to add your, whatever your saying is. You can either put all of your words in one text box, or if you want to do like I did where I put each word in a different text box and then you can format it and design it your own way, you can certainly do that as well. And then you'll end up with something similar to this. So as far as turning it in, what we want to do with turning it in this time, you can do a screenshot like we did yesterday, or you can go to File and you can export it as a PNG, and you'll want to make sure that you save it to your Google Drive. That way you know where to access it from, and then when you go to turn it in, you can turn it in from your Google Drive. I think that will work. I have not tried it out yet using the NISD portal. So if that doesn't work, then just do the screenshot like we did yesterday and turn it in that way.